welcome to the mat. My name is Suzanne. You're going to need a couple of blocks and a nice blanket with a little bit of fluff for comfort. So let's begin, and we're going to come down onto our back. So with the knees bent and your feet planted firmly on the floor and your hands on your belly, just let your elbows rest, get yourself comfortable. And then take your arms out away from you if that feels good, a little bit like an angel with your palms facing up. Allow the shoulders to relax away from you. And we're just going to start to connect with our breath, calming the liver chi and balancing our emotions. So just gently bring yourself onto the mat, bring yourself into your body, into your space, allowing that nervous system to start to relax. And start to connect with your breath. So notice your breath moving in and moving out as you're breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Start to bring that breath work into the belly area. Deep breathing to activate that parasympathetic nervous system and prepare your body for healing. Inhale through the nose, expanding your belly. And when you exhale, just let go of any tension. Breathing in and breathing out. Now take your palms to your belly now. And we'll really focus on that belly breathing. So allowing the belly as you breathe in to move up into the hands. And then as you exhale, open the mouth and let go of that tension. So continue with this breathing. In Chinese medicine, movement is vital for moving stuck energy, whether that's qi or blood stagnation. And this practice is designed to get that energy flowing, reduce the pain, and restore balance to your body. We're going to focus on poses that target the lower abdomen, hips, and the pelvic area, and use that breath to release that tension. So continue your breathing. Breathing in, expanding the belly into the hands, and breathing out, releasing the hips, releasing the shoulders, all of the points that connect to the earth. Allow them to become heavier and heavier and heavier. So start to deepen your breath and bring your knees into your chest now. Hug your knees in. Maybe flex the feet, moving the ankles, releasing any tension in the feet. Maybe circling them one way, the other, moving your head from side to side. And then rock yourself up and come over onto your hands and knees into tabletop. So bringing your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Spread the fingers wide, and we're going to come into a cat-cow stretch. So drop the belly, lift up for cow. So we're going to just be here for a few breaths. I want you to really be mindful of this release in your hips. So really press that booty up and back, allowing the belly to be completely relaxed here. There's no need for you to do anything with the belly. Pressing the hands in and draw yourself all the way through and back for your cat. Again, we're going to be here for a couple of breaths, so keep breathing. Pressing your hands into the earth, drawing those shoulders away. Really let the head hang heavy here. Again, let that belly be soft. There's no need for you to draw that belly in. We want that belly to be nice and soft and relaxed. Breathing in and breathing out. So let's come back through on our inhale through to our cow. Look up. And then we'll take a breath. Breathing it all out. Using that breath, sending it through and down the spine. And as you exhale, round back into your cat. Try and visualize that breath now over your spine, over your hips, moving that breath all around your bones, your joints, as you're coming back through into that cat. And then we'll move back. Inhale to cow and exhale to cat. So continue doing this in your time, what timing works for you, allowing this gentle movement to help release tension in your spine, your pelvis, encouraging the flow of chi to your lower abdomen, moving with the rhythm of your body. Continue moving with breath. And as you start to connect with your breath, and as you start to connect with your body, as you're moving through this posture slowly and mindfully, you'll start to notice where there's any tension, where you're feeling the niggles, where does it feel that you need to stay for longer. And when you get to that point, listen to your body and do what it's asking. Maybe your wrists are aching. Come up onto your clenched fists. Maybe your hips need some movement. So do some hip circles. Maybe one way for a few times and then the other, and see what works. Maybe bringing in the spine. Maybe turning the hands away from you can really emphasize on how you can move your spine when your hands are the other way around. Maybe bring your palms further away from you and come forward and back in some nice circles and rotation of the hips, bringing the head in, moving the head from side to side as you move the hips from side to side. This is your practice. Let's take that pain and let's work through it so you can find that flow, that chi, that energy that we need to release that pain and release back down Well done. So let's come down now onto your bum and fold your blanket just a little way, maybe it's a couple of times over, just to give your bottom some height. Legs come down in front of you, and then just maybe move the flesh from your bum either side, and then get yourself settled. So you want your spine nice and long, feet flexed, hands down by your side, and then you're just going to come forward really, really slowly. Now the aim is not to touch your toes. The aim is to, first and foremost, keep your spine straight. Maybe tilt your head slightly. Keep those feet flexed. Notice how that feels. Keep that belly soft. There's no need to draw the belly in. And just notice how that feels. Notice how it feels in the feet, in the hamstrings, in the thighs, in the hips. Really just start to connect with your pelvic area. Where are you feeling that pain? Where are you feeling that tension? So settle into the posture. You might start to feel some tension in the legs. So pop your hands underneath your legs and then let your feet display out. And then start to round your back and drop your head. So just by bending your knees slightly, popping your hands underneath the backs of your legs, this will start to release any tension in the legs, in the ankles. So just take your focus for a moment to your big toes. Let them relax. Let your ankles relax, your shins, your knees, your elbows, wrists and fingers. Let the head become really heavy. This gentle movement helps release tension in the spine and the pelvis, encouraging the flow of chi to the lower abdomen. So by taking deep, slow breaths, as you move with the rhythm of your body, you can relax further into this posture. So go back to that breath work, breathing in and breathing out, feeling it in the hips, in the spine. So you have a few more minutes like this. You will next hear me ask you to deepen your breath as we will move into our next posture. So just settle in and relax. So start to deepen your breath, remove your arms from under your legs, bring your feet back into center, wiggle the toes, circle the ankles, and slowly draw yourself up. You might need your hands to bring your head up. Just be mindful of your neck, soles of your feet together, and then you're going to come down. So keep your blanket like you had it. You might want to just faff around with it until you can get it just in the position of your neck. It's quite nice to have as a little bolster for your neck. And then your blocks under your thighs. If you think you need them, you're going to be here for about 5 minutes. So maybe start off with them, and then if you feel you want to remove them, you can. Take your hands onto your belly and go back to that nice deep breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Maybe take a little bit of a yawn, maybe moving your arms out back into your T or your angel position if that feels better for you, for your shoulders. Take a moment to settle in. We'll be targeting here the hips, inner thighs, and again the pelvic area. So this pose gently opens the hips and supports the flow of chi in the lower body. It also has a calming effect on the nervous system, reducing stress and tension in the womb area. Now relax into your reclined butterfly pose. You will next hear me ask you to deepen your breath as we move into our next posture. So start to deepen the breath. Use your palms of your hands to bring your legs in. Remove your blocks to the side. Knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. And just move your ankles one way, the other. And then rock yourself up to sit. And we're going to come all the way over onto our front. So unroll the blanket. And then come down onto your front. We're going to come into Sphinx pose. So you will need one block. Pop that in front of your mat. And then bring your legs a little bit wider than your hips. And bring your elbows a little bit wider than your shoulders. Just to release that tension. And then take your gaze down towards your mat just to bring some length into the back of the neck. We're just going to stay here for a little bit while I just talk you through this posture, and then we're going to come into a more passive pose. So Sphinx pose is really targeting the lower back, the lower abdomen, and your digestive organs, which sometimes get a little bit confused when we're in pain. So now bring your block, pop it on the long edge, and bring your forehead to your block. Plant your hands back down, and now start to release all of that energy into the block. Really let that head become really, really, really heavy. Start to let the elbows relax, the shoulders, the hips, the knees, the ankles, the toes. Sphinx pose is perfect for releasing tension in the lower back as it stimulates energy flow in the pelvic area. Just a couple of more breaths here. Just really connecting with that grounding energy as you press your forehead into the block. And then release the block. Take your hands down on top to make a pillow, and then windscreen wiper your legs, bending at the knees one way and the other. Maybe take your hips with you. And then press yourself all of the way back. And we're going to come into an extended child's pose. So bring your knees wide, big toes together, and let's bring that forehead, your third eye, if you're familiar with chakra healing, your third eye on the block. Now I want you to bring your elbows in towards the block. Palms are facing down, splay the fingers, but really try and hug the block with your arms. So you're keeping your arms active here. It's not passive, it's active. You're keeping your elbows up and you're releasing your hips down. You're targeting your hips, your back, and your shoulders in this posture. And this posture is great for relaxation, and it brings that lovely stretch into the spine, into the shoulders, the neck. By pressing the forehead into the block, this really allows you to have that space to breathe through the nose as you're breathing in and as you're breathing out. So you have a few more minutes here. You will next hear me ask you to deepen your breath as we move on to our final posture. So start to deepen your breath. And then slowly press your hands into the mat beneath you and bring yourself up slowly. Just taking your time with your head. You might want your block to sit on. We're going to just come into cross-legged position. So take your time. Bring your palms down onto your knees, face down. Tilt your chin towards your chest, just to give your neck a nice stretch at the back. And just start to Recognize this new energy, this new chi that you've brought into your life. And I hope this practice has brought you some relief and calmness. The poses we did today are designed to move stuck energy in the lower body and promote the flow of chi to support healing. When practiced regularly, this yoga flow can help ease endometriosis pain and improve your overall hormonal health. Remember, Chinese medicine teaches us that healing is a journey. As always, listen to your body and enjoy the rest of your day or evening. Thank you for practicing with me today on the mat. Now just tilt your head forward. Take a couple of nice big deep breaths in, easing out any tension in the shoulders, and then bring your palms to prayer. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me.